Good morning everybody. It's Thursday morning, it's about 10 o'clock and I'm in Edel car park. My car's just behind me there, and so's my bag and my waste pouch, which I'm going to get on in a bit. Well, it's absolutely lovely today. The sun's out behind me and I'm heading up Kinder Scout. It's forecast to be nice until tomorrow. Well, I'm going into the weekend, I think. Well, I'm going to get my bag on and the rest of my kit and start today's journey. And I'll show you some views along the way, and I'll speak to you as well. But for the moment, I'm going to get kitted out and then start to plod on. And I'll bring you back when I've got my bag on. Right, well that's me with my bag all on, ready to start today's journey. I'll tell you more about where I'm going as I plod along. But on that note, that's what I'm going to do. Plod on. I'll hold it open for you, mate.
You don't have to do that, but thank you.
No, I could do it rest.
It's not like I feel you slamming it in my face if you let it go. Cheers. Cracking day.
Lovely day, innit? Aye. Cheers. No problems. I'll tell you what, this is warm work. Blue sky, sun's out. I've got my sleeves rolled up, but I think I'm going to have to stop and take this micro fleece off. Oh. Yeah, take it off now, and then I won't regret it when I'm all hot and sweaty later. Oh, this is glorious. Right, well, I'm going to stop here and get my bag off. Oh, that's better. Now we're taking that micro fleece off. Lovely and cool. Hope it stays like this. There's a nice cooling breeze. I think forecast said it was going to get to about 20 degrees C today. That's not bad temperature wise, is it? Well, I'll tell you a little bit about where I'm going today. When I was last up here with Simon, on day 3, we followed the Kinder River up towards Kinder Gates because we were going to go there the previous day, but because of the rain and the boggy conditions, we skipped the Crowden to Kinder Gates section and we walked to Kinder Gates from the downfall. And on the way, we saw several nice flat spots, and it's been on my mind ever since that trip. So with the weather being so nice today, I thought, yeah, let's get over here and let's go and investigate those spots and hopefully find a nice pitch for the night. What I liked about it there, as well as there being water, it was quite secluded, and the only thing that I'm worried about is the other week on my last camp there were a few clouds of midges, and obviously this being near water and it's a bit boggy as well in places, there might be a load of midges, so I've got some smidge with me, but if it's bad then I'll go and look for somewhere else. But hopefully it'll be okay. As I said, there's a nice breeze. As far as insects go, I remember last year when I came up here with Kev Green, and I think we bumped into Gav on that day from Hiking for Health, and there were loads of these little black flies with weird long dangly legs, and I've seen a few of them today. Not as many as there was on that day, but yeah, I'm just wondering if it's roughly the same time of year as it was last year. Anyway, I'll plod on for now and I'll bring you back later. As I'm plodding on, I wonder if the chickens will be out. Chickens! Hello, chickens. Hey, the chickens. I always like seeing them for some reason. Right, I'll plod on. I'm just passing through Lee Farm, and here's that little hut that you can go inside and sit down with the information signs. It's absolutely lovely. I'm so glad I've come out today. I think this is the sunniest day I've seen so far this year. It's brilliant. Right, well, next stop will be the Pacos Bridge at the bottom of Jacob's Ladder. So I'll plod on, I'll bring you back when I'm there. I've reached bottom of Jacob's Ladder, just behind me there, and I can either go up there or through that gate there. The way that I tend to normally go up is the old Pacos trail past the old stable. I'll tell you more about that when I go past it. But I'm just going to get my breath back, and then I'm going to plod on up that way. Right, I think I'll get my trekking poles out. Now we're going uphill. Get some four-wheel drive going. Just stop for a breather at this ruined building. Now, as far as I'm aware, that was like a kind of stable, a place where you could rest and water and feed the horses. I don't know if you could change horses there, but apparently that's what it was. I'm not sure if, like, you know, the Pacos drivers could get a meal there or anything. I'll have to look at its history in detail. Well, I'm nearly at the switchback. It's just up there, and then I've just got to go up that bit towards the beehive. Right, now I've got my breath back. I'll plod on. Well, I've just made it up the old Pacos trail. I've come out at Jacob's Ladder at the beehive. Just having a breather before I will plod on up this last little bit, and when I get to the wall I'll have a sit down up there and then head up towards Swine's Back
uphill here.
Edale Rocks, and then make my way to Kinderlow. Right, well, once I've got my breath back, I'll plod on. Well, I've just got to the top of Jacob's Ladder. I'm doing my usual trick, sitting down on this wall. Next, got Swine's Back, Edale Rocks, then on to Kinderlow, and I'll show you some views along the way, and probably speak to you when I get to Kinderlow.
Responsible adult. I'll definitely know it that way.
Behind me, I've just passed Swine's Back, and if I turn the camera around this way, got Edale Rocks just on skyline. I'll be heading up there, and then not far to Kinderlow, and I'll be on top at Plateau then. Oh, this is lifting the spirits being up here on a day like this. I said before, warmest day of the year so far, this. Ah, feels like summer. Ah. Oh, I'm happy. Right, now I've got my breath back. I'll plod on up to Kinderlow. Got most of the hardest bits at walk out at way. As I said, just got to get on top of Plateau now, not far. Right. I'll plod on. I've just arrived at Kinderlow. Finally made it onto the top of Plateau. Well, I'm going to linger here, get my breath back, and then I'm going to plod on in that direction, past Redbrook, towards the downfall with Kinder Res and Mermaid's Pool on my left. And then I'm going to follow Kinder River inland towards Kinder Gates. And yeah, there should be some nice views around there. Couldn't wish for better weather at the moment. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, well, as I said, once I've got my breath back, I'll plod on. And I'll show you some views along the way, and I'll speak to you in a bit. I just stopped and had a nice chat with that bloke behind me. He says, I'm a bit lost. And he was looking for Kinder Scout Trig, which is kind of in that direction. It's only about 1 kilometre away from it. So I got my GPS out and showed him where he was on the map and where to go. And what he said he was going to do was follow this edge path behind me back to Kinderlow and then take a bearing from there. And I just said to him, well, it's not the edge path that takes you to the Woolpacks. You want to like veer to the left inland a bit. Right, well, it's still lovely. I'll plod on. I've just got my first glimpse of Kinder Res. It's always good to see. Right, next stop will be Redbrook. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm there. I've just arrived at Redbrook. My, what a difference compared to a few weeks back when I was here with Si. The water was cascading down. There's a trickle now. I'll turn the camera around and let you have a better look. So yeah, this is the mighty Redbrook. Not that mighty at the moment. Right, well, I'll go and get my trekking poles and I'll plod on. Next stop will be Kinder Downfall. I've just got my first glimpse of Mermaid's Pool. It's just down there behind me. I'll turn the camera around and zoom in, give you a better look. Well, there's Mermaid's Pool, and as I said, I will zoom in. There we go, that's its max zoom. Now you can see that puddle down there, that's Mermaid's Pool. And then you've got Kinder Res just to the left of it. And just over yonder is the Downfall. Right, well, I'll plod on. Not far now to Downfall, and I'll bring you back when I'm there. Well, I'm at Kinder Downfall. Well, there's the Downfall. as the waterfall goes over the edge there. But it's a bit low the stream. I'll be heading up the river next towards Kinder Gates. Now, I was thinking I'll wait till I've got to my campsite and then I'll get a brew on. But it's that warm. I think I'll dump my bag, get my water filter out and grab a mouthful of water from this stream. So yeah, I'll do that and hopefully I won't fall in, and I'll speak to you in a minute. Well, I'm just going to have a sit down on this rock for a few minutes. Might even have a chocolate biscuit while I sit down. Well, that was a first for this year. Normally, the water's always cold out of the Kinder downfall, out of the Kinder River. That was not cold. It was refreshing, but a bit on the warm side. Right, well, I'm going to have a chocolate biscuit. Time for a Kellogg's chocolate Cocoa Pops. Looking forward to this. I can feel the energy seeping through my bloodstream. Well, I'm going to carry on eating this. Get my bag on and then plod on up Kinder River. That way in the direction of Kinder Gates. Well, that's my little chocolate biscuit and water break over with. Time to get my bag back on and start plodding up that way. Well, that's my kit on. Just got to grab my walking poles and I'll plod on. Well, I met some really lovely people today. Just talking to a lovely lady. I didn't ask her name, so apologies if you're watching later. But prior to that, just before I got to the downfall, there was Carol, Trev and the dog Peanut. They said they were going to check out my channel, so I said I'd give them a mention. Well, this is absolutely lovely weather. Here's the cairn. It's a lot drier than the last time I was up here. What I'm going to have to do now is keep my eye on the other side at bank, because if I remember rightly, that's where those decent campsites were. As per usual, I didn't mark them or log them down or anything. I always think, oh, I'll remember them. But I never do. Well, I've arrived at my camping spot. If I look like I'm laughing, it's because I'm laughing at myself. That last bit of a P-tag, just there. As I was coming up it, trekking pole, lifting myself up, the Pete, I gave way. Whoa! And all over I went. Got mud all up my arm, all down my leg. It's a bit damp. But these things happen. Won't bit first time, it won't bit last time. There's Kinder Gates. And the river's very low, but I'm still going to get some water from it. Right, well, once I've got my breath back, I think I'll go and collect some water, and then I might get a brew on, or I might even get my tent up. There's nobody around up here. Right, well, I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, finally, that's my tent all pitched up, and I've got everything inside it. I'll do my usual and give you a walk round it so you can see where I've pitched. Once again, I'm in my Alpkit Tarpstar 1, and I've got the inner with it as well. And not got a bad little pitch. I think it could do with a bit of tightening up on that edge. I'll sort that out later. Well, it's a nice little spot, this. Kinder Gates just there. Ah, it's really peaceful. Well, I'll show you what I've got inside. Yeah, let's dive in the tent and have a look. Inside the living area, I've got some food down there. Tomato soup, mac and cheese, salami, some chocolate Rice Krispies, a couple of tins of McEwen's, some fuel, pots, pans, stove, kitchen, windbreaker, everything's in there. Got some electricals in that bag there. Got my sit pad. Right at the back I've got my rucksack. And in here I've brought my summer sleeping bag. My plus 10 degrees C FE Active lightweight sleeping bag. On top of there I've got my down trousers, synthetic puffer jacket, and my micro fleece. And right at the back, my Flextail neck contour pillow. Right, well, what I think I'll do now is navigate down there and get some water. Looks a bit swampy. I might have to take an alternative route. I'll see you in a bit. Well, that's me all sorted in my tent. I've got some water from the stream. I'll filter it later. Well, I'll filter it as I need it. I was going to get a cup of coffee on, but it's so warm. My thoughts are turning to, you've guessed it, a tin of McEwen's Champion 7.3. Yeah, I'm going to crack it open. Well, everybody, good health and cheers. By gum, that's good beer. Oh, I am really enjoying myself on this camp. This spot, it's so remote. I've seen a few people walk by. They got as far as Kinder Gates and they've all turned around and come back. I spoke to a few of them. They just said it was impassable because of the bog. So I was thinking in the morning of going over that way towards Crowden, but it doesn't sound encouraging what those people were saying. Well, anyway, I'm just going to sit down and relax in this lovely evening sunshine, drink this and take in these views. It's absolutely lovely. Right, I'll see you all later. But I tell you what, that's not a bad view out of my bedroom window behind me. This is brilliant. There's no midges, which is a bonus. And the sun is so warm. Just as I was saying that, whenever I say on video the sun is so warm, a cloud just goes over it. But when it was out before, it reminded me, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, I did a solo camp around the Derwent Valley, Alport Castles and Bullstones, and it was absolutely scorching. I was wearing shorts, and I remember being up at Bullstones and just the heat off the sun as I was lying down in my tent, and when that cloud wasn't there, that's exactly what it was like. It was so warm. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around and give you a better look out of my bedroom window. Yeah, this is the view out of my bedroom window for tonight, looking directly at Kinder Gates. And I've got my socks in shot, whee! And I've got my beer holder there, my boot, with that McEwen's that I opened before. I'm just going to zoom in. Even though that's zoomed in to my eyeball, it looks closer just looking at it where I am. It's weird. Hey, sun's coming back out. Whoa. Yeah, it's just a ray at the moment, but I can feel that heat on the side of my face. This is such a wonderful place. Having a beer, peace and quiet, apart from these bloody aeroplanes every now and then. Not a soul around. Absolutely stunning scenery and fantastic weather. Tell you what, life is good at the moment. Right, well, I'm going to carry on drinking this and just enjoying this fantastic evening. I'll see you in a bit.
Hello Steve, it's good to see you up here in the wilds.
Alright, Mark.
Plateau at Edale.
This is Mark. I'll turn the camera around in a moment and he can say hello. But he's come through Kinder Gates from Crowden, and he's a braver man than me because it was very boggy, wasn't it?
It was. It's a bit squelchy in places, yes, even though it's a nice dry day.
And he's come over and we've been sat down for quite a while, haven't we, chatting?
Oh, yes, yes.
And very interesting conversation. Anyway, as I said, I'll turn the camera around so you can have a look at him. This is Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hello there, Steve. It's a nice day for it.
Oh, it's glorious. As we were saying before, probably best day so far this year.
Yes, yes,
Feels like summer.
yes.
So, do you want to tell the folks who are watching about yourself a little overview?
So I thought I'd come up Crowden Clough and come across, and I've done okay, like, even though I've had to go left and right, and
That's a bugger of a climb, innit, that up to tower.
it's a bit steep for me. I used to come up non-stop at one time, but not anymore.
Oh, I've never done non-stop.
It was about 40 years ago, mind you.
Ah, right.
I've had a break for about 20 years and trying to get back at it and wondering why I can't.
I think it's
Zoom
best
on.
exercise in the world, walking hills.
Yes, yes, it's lovely, it's lovely.
Yeah,
And I've
better
had
than going to
like
the gym.
it. It's peace profound up here, isn't it?
Oh,
It's-
yeah.
No matter if you come up today and perhaps come up again next week, each time is a memorable experience. It's just
Yeah.
repairing to the soul.
This is one of the most happiest camps I've done in a long time. It's just so scenic and the weather is fantastic.
It's good, it's very good.
And
It's
before
very-
you turned up, I was just like a Cheshire cat. I was just looking
Yes.
from left to right,
Yes.
grinning at everything and
Yeah.
muttering to myself, "Oh, it's so beautiful."
Yes, it is, it is. There's something about it. I think it's probably my favourite place in the peaks. Yeah. I like desolation. I like looking round and thinking,
Yeah.
I've got this place to myself.
You should come to East Manchester.
Yes.
Loads of desolation there. I think you're about to plod on down to Downfall, are you now?
I'll wake it up to it, yes.
Well, I'm going to put this camera away and just say cheerio to Mark and carry on looking at this lovely sun and blinding myself. I'll see you in a bit. Well, Mark's gone. He's plodded off down that way towards Kinder Downfall. I'm going to get some cream of tomato soup on the go. I've got my stove out Just need to get my water filter and yeah, get some water on the boil. Right, I'll get on with that. Right, I'll just put the lid on that, leave it for 10 minutes to thicken up and cool down. Looking forward to this. Well, my soup should be ready by now. Let's see how it tastes. Oh, what is it about Heinz cream of tomato soup when you're outdoors? It just makes it so incredibly nice. Oh, well, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this and think about getting some food on later, or even having another beer, or even a cup of coffee. The world's my lobster. You know what? This is glorious. Oh, I am so happy to be here at this exact moment. This sun is so warming. As I was saying earlier, it reminds me of when I was up at Bullstones. Absolutely lovely. I hope it's a sign of things to come, and we're on for a good summer this year. Anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. I'll get back to enjoying these views, and I'll bring you back when I'm about to have another beer. I'm just letting that soup go down. Oh, that was nice. I've got my cap on to shade my eyes from this sun. It's quite intense. Well, it's getting towards sunset, so I thought I'll crack open a beer and watch the sun go down. So I've got one down here, I'll just get it open. Whoa, that smells good. Well everybody, once again, good health and cheers all. E-by gum, that's still good beer. I'll just pop it down for the moment. Oh, this has been a fantastic pitch here. First time I've camped here. I've walked past it a few times, but never thought about putting a tent here. Luckily there's no midges. There's a few other insects. There might be some midges actually, but I don't think they've spotted me. I've not had to put any smidge on yet, and once the sun goes down they normally bugger off anyway. Right, well I'm gonna get back to my beer, and as I said, watch this sun go down. I'll see you in a bit. That's the sun gone down. What a fantastic evening this has been. Well, it's not over yet. Right, well, I don't know if you can hear, I've got my radio on in my tent. Some good comedy on Radio 4 Extra. So I'm going to go back to my tent and just relax and enjoy the rest of this evening. While there's a bit of light left in the sky, I thought I'd get a brew on. Look, kettle's boiled. This is going to be red hot. Oh. Look nice. Well, I'm going to put radio back on. Drink my brew. And just watch this dusk change to night. And then I'll get this sleeping pad and pillow back into the sleeping area and get settled down for the night. Well, it's approaching 10:30. Ooh, excuse me, I've just been listening to radio. Let me just turn it off for a second. That's better. Yeah, I'm in the sleeping compartment. I'm in my sleeping bag, all tucked up. Feeling quite tired. What a fantastic day this has been. I've really enjoyed coming here at this spot. Oh, the weather's been brilliant as well. Well, on that note, I think I'll get my head down. I've got an audiobook downloaded on my phone. Might put the timer on and listen to that. Anyway, I'll see you all in the morning. Good night all. Good morning everybody. The time is about 6:30. Sun's come up and I best get up. Oh, right. Brew and then start packing up, or I might start packing up and then have a brew. Ooh. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. I'm finally out of my tent. I've got it all packed up. It's just down there, all in my bag, and down there on the floor I've got a brew going. Just going to have a cup of coffee before I set off. Well, it's still lovely and warm. A few wisps of clouds covering sun behind me, but it's still warm. I'm going to have to take this jacket off before I start walking home. Right, well, I think kettle's nearly boiled. Well, my pot's nearly boiled. I'll get back to making my brew. That's my brew made down there. I'll just grab it. Oh, it's hot. Well, it will be, it's just boiled. Oh. I'm going to pop that back down on floor, let it cool down, and then drink it. I'll bring you back when I've got my bag on and I'm about to set off. It's almost 8 o'clock. I've got my bag on, as you can see, and I'm raring to go. I'm just doing my usual, where my trekking poles were, just there. That's where I was camped. I'm having a last look around for any bits of rubbish, or tent pegs in my case. But no, all the tent pegs are in, and any bits of rubbish are in my bag. Like we all do, we leave no trace so others can enjoy it. Right, well, what a fantastic camp this has been. Oh, it's really put a smile on my face being here. Right, well, I think I'll start to plod on. Update time. I've just arrived at Kinder Low. I set off at 8 o'clock from Kinder Gates, and it's now 10 to 9, I think. Let me just check the time. Yeah, so yeah, under an hour, 50 minutes from Kinder Gates. That's pretty good going for me. Right, well, past a couple of people, early morning people. I'm going to plod on that way, past Edale Rocks, Swine's Back, and then get onto Jacob's Ladder. And I think I'll take the old pack horse trail like I did on the way up. Right, well, without further ado, I shall plod on. Well, I'm just on my way down Swine's Back, and Dom, is it?
Yeah.
Just bumped into Dom. He watches
Morning.
my channel, don't you?
Yeah,
For his sins.
Angus Wild Camps.
Aye. It's a lovely day for it, isn't it?
It's gorgeous, yeah. It's gorgeous.
Where are you off to then?
I'm just walking over. I might go down that really steep one on, you know, Barber Booth before you get to
What, Grindslow Knoll?
the
That way?
really.
You've got Crowden, haven't you? That goes down front tower. That's quite steep, and then you've got Grindslow Knoll over there.
I think it's a really steep one that's quiet.
Yeah. And then, well, if you go all the way around past Grindsbrook, you've got the Nab, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's before that.
Right.
It's when you come down the bank and you drop onto Pennine Way. It looks like a sheep track, but it's a path.
Right.
You know which one I mean?
You go through a little gate, and then it goes left.
That's it.
Yeah, that's Grindslow Knoll.
Yeah, you go along that up to that peak over there, and then instead of going down that path, you go across that. There's like a little plain, isn't there? A flat bit.
That's
go along
it,
the flat bit, and then down that.
Yeah.
It's steep as.
Yeah.
I went up it once.
It turns into a river sometimes when it's raining.
Does it?
Aye.
I bet it does. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Right. Well, I'm going to plod on.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
nice speaking to you, Dom.
Nice speaking to you, Steve.
See you in a bit. Although I've stopped a few times chatting to people on my way down, I'm making really good time. It's just gone 9:30 and I'm at the beehive already. Well, I'm not going to go down the rest of Jacob's Ladder. I'm going to take the old pack horse trail, my usual route. So yeah, I'll plod on down that way and I'll show you some views along the way. Well, I've just come down the old Packhorse Trail. I'm at the bottom of Jacob's Ladder, near the Packhorse Bridge. Well, I think I can put my trekking poles away now. I'll plod on across the bridge and back to Edale, and I'll show you some sights along the way. Morning. Not so bad, mate. Hey, the chickens are out. Good morning, Mr. Chicken. I love that roof behind me, all covered in moss. Always puts a smile on my face whenever I see it. Well, I'm nearly back at the car park. I'll bring you back when I'm there. But for now, I'll plod on. I'm back at Edale car park. There's my car. Oh, what a cracking little walk that was. Glorious weather still. What a fantastic camp that was. That's got to be in my top 5 all favourite places to camp at Kinder Scout. I really enjoyed myself there. Well, I'm going to get all this kit off, chuck it in back at car and start the drive home. There's not really else to say, apart from thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and as I always say, I look forward to your comments because I do enjoy reading those and replying to them. Right, well, on that note, I'm going to start the drive home. So once again, Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again for another Hengist Wild Camps. Until then, it's cheerio from me. Bye bye all.